Hi everyone, this is Dr. Gursheen, first year dermatology resident at GMC Amritsar, and today is a Sunday and Sunday is for shooting videos. So we are back with yet another video. Firstly, I know it's a bit late, but I have been receiving your messages post NEET PG guys, and I feel so grateful and I feel so proud that all of you who have made it and I could be a little part of your journey. That was just so amazing guys, and thank you for believing that together we could do it, and thank you for believing in me, thank you for believing in yourself. And now that you have made it, I wish you all the very best for your residency. Now the counseling process has started and you are soon to begin a different phase of your life, and I hope residency is easy on you. But thank you for all the messages guys. Now at this point of time, we'll be having two sets of people guys. The first set of people are you who are very sure that they have to take a job or who are starting fresh for NEET PG 2026, and the second set of people will be those who are still confused whether they have to pick up a branch or they have to take a job. But today itself will be the day where you make a decision and you have to stick to it, right? So whatever you choose for yourself, taking a job or picking up a seat, just stick to it and move forward with your life guys. There is no point in overthinking your decisions again and again. That would do you no good. So to end this confusion guys, honestly, you don't have to be talking to every other person and asking what is right or what is wrong. Just ask yourself these two questions. Number one, did you give your 100% in this exam? And number two, are you in it for another year of preparation? If you are very sure that you can do better, that there were some things that were lacking, you spot your weaknesses and you are ready to work on them for another year, stop thinking everything else. Stop thinking what people have to say. Sit back, take a drop and start again, right? Secondly, if you know that this is all you had, you gave your best, and even if you didn't get the desired rank, there is no more that you can do. Please pick up a seat, whatever you're getting, as per your rank and as per your preferences. Whatever you get, choose it, stick with it and move forward with your life guys. Don't be stuck in this phase where we have to give the exam, we are taking a drop, because one try is sufficient, two tries are sufficient. After that, you have to get to it. There is so much more that is there in life post this exam. Residency is a whole different scenario. Post residency is like another life, so you have to get out of it. So make a decision for yourself today and just stick to it. Now for all those of you who are targeting NEET PG 2026, this video is for you, because in this video I will be simplifying your first cycle of preparation, that is the first reading, step by step. So without wasting any more further time, let's get straight into the video. Now firstly guys, you have to remember, to this exam there is no shortcut. You have to work hard, you have to work smart, and there are three simple things that you have to keep in mind. Number one, discipline. You have to have a routine, you have to be hard on yourself, you have to have a schedule in your life which you have to stick to. Number two, consistency. Even on the days where you don't feel like doing anything, even on the days where you feel like giving up, you have to push yourself to study for at least 3 to 4 hours. That would be sufficient. That is what consistency is. The more consistent you will become, you will get that momentum which will make things easier for you in this phase of preparation. So consistency is extremely important in your prep phase. Number three, balance. Balance is necessary guys. You don't have to lock up yourself in your rooms for 1 year not doing anything. Your life is not going to stop, right? This is just an exam. You have to prepare it in a very balanced manner. I get so many messages from you all asking that, there is this important family function, or there is this trip that my friends are going on. Can I go or not? Will I feel guilty later on? See guys, you need to have a balance. In my phase of preparation, I had attended every important family function. I went on 2 trips in that 1 year. It's all about balance. You have to figure out things for yourself. How will you make work everything? So let's say if I am supposed to go for a trip with my friends for 2 or 3 days, I will make sure that before going there, the 2 or 3 weeks prior to that, I am modifying my schedule accordingly so that I can give myself a break for those 2 and 3 days. So this is how you're supposed to prepare. You cannot keep sitting in your room for 1 whole year. That would just drain you out completely. So you need to have a balance in life. Life does not stop for anything. So please keep living your life in these little moments as well. And in fact, it refreshes you, it gives you more energy, and it keeps you mentally sane for you to be able to prepare for this exam. So you have to keep in mind these 3 things, and then you have to start your preparation. Now coming to how to start your preparation. Now the first thing that you have to do today is choose a revision source for yourself, guys. Now I am assuming that all of you have basic knowledge of the things from your profs. So right now we just have to compile things and we have to bring everything at one place, right? So firstly you have to choose a revision source. It could be anything. For me it was BTR. So in this video I will also be using BTR as a reference, and you can apply the same things to whatever source that you have. If we talk about BTR, ma'am has already given the schedule. So it has started from 19th. Now what I want you to do is stick to this schedule blindly. Buy a calendar for yourself and write down this entire schedule till February in your calendar. This is the bare minimum that you have to do every single day. Now the second thing that you have to do is we have to modify this schedule as per our own needs. Okay, so you have to plan your day accordingly. There's a video that I have made on how should your day look like, or how to study effectively. I'll put a link in here, so please go and watch that video. It will help you in some way. So please go and watch that video to have an idea of how your day should look like. Now once you have it written down in your calendar, we have to start modifying it. Now let's say ma'am has given 6 days for surgery. There will be some people who will be able to finish just surgery in these 6 days. It's fine. Even if you're able to finish this much, you're going good. There will be some of you who will be able to finish this early. Like it may take you 4 or 5 days to finish off surgery from BTR. The extra days that you have, those are the days that you have to plan accordingly, and those are the days that will make a difference in your preparation. So the thing that you have to remember is we have to finish at least this much in the schedule, and as per our own needs, we have to keep modifying our schedule. Now, number 2, talking about the checklist. What are you supposed to do till February in this first phase of cycle? Number 1, you have to attend the videos and you have to go through your entire notes. If you're making your own notes, well and good. And if you're reading the annotated notes, you have to make sure that you're going through everything. So firstly, videos and notes. Secondly, you have to finish off the PYQs of that particular subject in the first cycle itself, right? And you have to sit for the test and discussion. So it is as simple as that. This is all that you need to do in your first phase of cycle. So now for PYQs, you can either create custom modules of 40 or 50 questions each with PYQ hashtag, or what you can do is there is this app called Reflex, which has like all of the PYQs at one place with very short and crisp explanations. So you can also add on that to your preparation. I mean, I genuinely found it very helpful when I went through it. So I think that is also something that you can do just for PYQs. Now number 4, revision. Your revision starts the moment you finish one subject. You don't have to wait for whole cycle to get completed and then start your revision. I mean, in that way, imagine the subject that you're doing now and the subject that you will pick up after February. It would be like doing everything all over again. So you don't have to make that mistake, right? So when you finish off with one subject, whenever you start the second subject, you have to plan your day accordingly, that you're taking out at least half hour or 1 hour out of your entire day just for revision. In that 1 hour, you have to revise whatever you have done before. So, you don't have to have much of gap between doing a subject and revising that again. And revising that again the second time, right? So imagine through this, by the time you finish your entire cycle in February, you would have revised like the subjects at least once or maybe even twice. So that is how you're supposed to do things, right? You have to keep everything together. You have to keep revising. And in first cycle, remember guys, you don't have to do anything extra. When I say you have to modify your schedule also, the extra time that you have, please don't start doing extra things like rapid revision or, going to main notes. Don't do that. Like, I don't want you to add on so much in the first cycle itself that later on it becomes difficult for you to revise. So stick to the very basics, the checklist that I just mentioned, videos and notes, PYQs and test and discussions. That's all you have to do in the first cycle, and you have to keep revising. The extra time that you have, we're going to revise the things that we have already done, so that once we start with the second cycle, we are already thorough with all the subjects. We have even revised few of them again, and now that we start a second cycle, the extra time that we have, this is the time where we start doing a little bit extra from here and there, going through your revision notes or adding things into your BTR or whatever revision source that you have. So that is the time when we like step up our game a little bit. But for the first cycle, you have to keep things very simple, guys. And even if you do this much, trust me, even if you do this much, it is sufficient enough for you to kickstart your preparation. Now, lastly, coming to the GTs, to begin with, firstly, you have to give a baseline GT either today or tomorrow. Like if you're starting your preparation from today, start with a GT. That baseline GT will be your score, and from this score we have to just keep rising upwards, right? Give a GT today and start your preparation. Now secondly, the frequency. You have to give at least 1 GT every 15 or 20 days. So that makes roughly 2 GTs every month, and that is sufficient to begin with, guys. Trust me. Even till February, if you are giving 2 GTs a month, that is good enough to kickstart your preparation. Now, everything about GTs, how to give them, how to review them, I have made a whole separate video on that, and I'll put a link here so you can go and watch that video for a better understanding of GTs. So this is all, guys. This is how simple it has to be in the beginning. Don't over bombard yourself with so many things, because you know, in the beginning we are very enthusiastic. We are actually over enthusiastic कि हम ये भी कर लेंगे, हम ये भी कर लेंगे. I will do marrow, I will do main notes, I will do rapid revision, whatnot. And you know, it's only a matter of time when you burn yourself completely out, and then you are in that phase where you don't know what to do next. So start slow, start with less, and keep building on it. You have to have a very simplified approach in the first cycle. Videos and notes, PYQs, test and discussion at the end of every subject or every combined 2 to 3 subjects, and then GTs, 1 or 2 every month. That's all. That's all you have to do in the first cycle. And once we finish this first cycle, we'll come up again with a video on how to approach to the second cycle. That's all, guys. That's all for this video. And if you have any questions, please, without hesitation, drop down your comments so that I can include whatever your queries are in the next video. But that's all for today. I hope that you start your preparation from today, and I hope that you stick to it. I wish you all the very best, and I will see you next time.